So I'm here on the corner of 225th Street and Broadway, right under the number 1 train. And a number of people have asked me, how do you get to the South County Trailway? What are some of the routes, especially now that the old putt is closed and you don't want to go through that part of Yonkers. So this is my route, and it starts off unconventionally, which is that I go the wrong way on a one-way street. It's very short and there's very little traffic here. I've done this for years, but it gets me to Marble Hill Avenue. We're in Kingsbridge. Actually, technically, I think where I am is still Manhattan, even though we've crossed the water. Now we're in the Bronx. So there's that little piece of Manhattan. So we're going to ride through Kingsbridge. Marble Hill becomes Kingsbridge. There is a bike lane here. I saw a lot of cars parked there, but usually that's not the case. Kingsbridge has some of the most diverse housing stocks. It's old wooden houses you don't see too much anymore. I think there's only 2 or 3 wooden houses in Manhattan left that I can think of. And it's actually a nice neighborhood. Off to my left, it's Fort Charles. So you can, it's a couple of loops around this hill. This is the only part of the route I'm not crazy about, because you have a steep hill. And maybe it's my imagination, but the light appears to change. But more bothersome are the people who, hey! Who do that, and the cars that make abrupt rights. So we're going to stay straight. We'll keep an eye on who's turning, because those are sort of enemies. So generally, especially in this time of COVID, I tend to cheat my lights a little bit. Certainly here I'm going to sneak up a little bit and go. So now I'm on Kingsbridge. It's just a continuation of Marble Hill. And yes, there are occasional double parked cars, but it's really not too bad. There are bumps in the road further ahead, so people aren't speeding. And the reason I do this is my big alternative is Broadway. And when I take people for rides, I generally don't like Broadway. It's unpredictable. You have that little lane where people are always double parking. So I prefer not to take Broadway. Okay, we're at 232nd in Kingsbridge. You got it.
Awesome.
Always self-conscious when making these videos of cheating the lights, but as I said, these times traffic is just much less, and my general rule in lights is whether you have the light or not, you have to look. As a bicycle rider, that's kind of one of the first rules that you learn is don't trust the lights, trust your eyes. Trust your ears. Doesn't matter if you have the light. If somebody sails into you, you lose. So you won't find me blowing through green lights either. To get into trouble up here, we're about to hit our neighborhood police station. As once in a bike accident a few blocks away. Found this way incredibly unhelpful. But
right, but you don't stop.
I love New York. There's a Rite Aid straight ahead. You'll be able to see in a minute. And that's a good place if you're going onto the South County Trailway. It's kind of like unless you really want to get off the trailway, it's like the last good place to stop to fill up your bottles or get a bar or something like that. It's not really great places afterwards. Again, I'm cheating a little bit. Not as badly as those rebels going through the lights, but I am cheating. Now, 3 lanes ahead. The lane to my right is a turning lane. I'm not going to be turning, so I really want to be in the center lane. Hope everyone is turning. And here it's always a little tricky the way I choose to get into the park, but I kind of like this entrance. I've gotten used to it. So I sort of loop around here. There's a big stop sign. See the cars. And so it gets me in early. I get to enjoy the park. So now we're in Van Cortlandt Park. It's a great park. Tons of places to run, bike. You have to be careful. Lots of families. If I were teaching my children to ride, this might be one of the parks to choose because it's got enough space. So this road I'm going on is kind of parallel. You can see a line of trees in front of me. That's the old putt. That's the